Right, that's another kill, I guess. Cancel a W and hit this guy. I can just ult him down. Hey guys, and welcome to another game of Nunu Jungle on my main account again. I will be going up against the Kazakhs, and maybe I will try to build Protobed this time, because their team is really squishy. And I really need a lot of magic resistance, though I do believe if I have the Protobed, I might be able to actually kill them faster than if I have just resistances, which is somewhat obvious because I have more damage. But I'm still not so sure about it, because I still believe that building more tank items is more useful with Nunu, because you want to soak up all the damage for your team. Though taking a Protobed for 10% CDR, additional health and even ability power isn't that bad of a choice. I just think that I get more value out of tank items. So I will try it if I think it's the right decision. But if not, I will just buy my pretty standard stuff, which honestly in my opinion is the best build right now. So I will see how it goes. Do the standard clear as usual. Start with my bottom side. Kite debuff back after 2 hits of debuff and 3 hits of mine. This, well, it was somewhat sloppy, and I also need to use my Q. I messed it up. But let's wait till it drops below 60. 68. Okay. Because my passive reset it right. But it needs to drop below 60 so that I can actually finish it with the hit. Else it would drop to 1 HP, and Talisman doesn't finish buffs at 1 HP. How's bot lane going? Oh, that's not a gank. Right. Tied it up to the Raptors already. Too far. I hate that these don't have aggro bar. Wasted like 5 seconds now. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, especially in early game. Also, Raptors already take a long time to clear. So what I could be doing on bottom side, I could clear these 3 camps and then go for Raptors into red buff, which I can't because Crux just takes so much time, so I have to go with the blue buff immediately afterwards. Which is fine, but it takes a lot more time if I were to do wolves as well now. Right. Right, I will be meeting this Kazakhs soon. And there he is. Pünktlich wie die Deutsche Bahn. As Germans don't like to call it anymore, because the German Bahn, the Deutsche Bahn, isn't on time ever again. They do yearly reports saying that they met their goal, and they were on average only 10 minutes behind, which is super bad. Really embarrassing, if you ask me. Right, that's the new look skin. It looks good, of course, but really didn't need another look skin. Pajama. Pajama skins look so weird sometimes. Right, I can't gank top lane now because... Oh, he isn't. Alright, I might be able to, but honestly I kinda want to gank Lux more. It's called Lux, isn't it? If I dive her and she gets a binding on me, I'm dead. So, what I will do instead... Oh. I wanted to push the snowball into her tower, get the stun off, and then walk away. Instead I took a ranged minion from my mid laner. I didn't intend to do that. This grab should be gone. It isn't. Right. And it's mine now. And taking crabs away from the enemy jungle is always a big deal, because they are worth so much gold in XP. Easiest Nunu Qs ever. Just Qs mighty grab while it is disabled for the additional 2 damage. Additional 2 damage. You can't reduce it, but you can increase it for some reason. But that's only for this gutter grab because it has this weird debuff that increases all damage. All damage. I might be able to gank bottom lane. Sadly, Kha'Zix has the upper hand on me with his already finished Stalker plate. But he's a level behind. And 1 level is worth about 500 gold. Right. That's the misfortune flash. That's misfortune. That's a misfortune for her. And no, I can't take Drake. While I did spot Kha'Zix on top side, I can't take the Drake because their mid laner was paying attention. And if I go there now, while I can't prevent them from seeing me there because I don't have a control ward, I might just die and end up giving the Drake to them. But don't do that. And you shouldn't as well. I really need to make a recall right now. I can farm my red buff afterwards, which, by the way, is most likely the smarter decision anyway, because then you have more uptime in the jungle or on the map in general. Because if I recall with it, I will waste 20 seconds of value from it just by being in base. Like, if I go to here, I already spent half a minute. So, clearing it after recalling is the way better decision here. What's it called? Liquefy my throat? No, that's bad. I don't want to turn it into some other state of, what's it called, aggregate? Whatever. I need to drink something. Alright, check the vision that the enemy has here. Well, they don't. But Zyra will certainly have dropped the ward there just now. Oh, now she did. You can see it basically when some guy is walking to the brush like this and stops for a second. You can be pretty sure that this guy just dropped the ward. And since I saw Kha'Zix die on the map and also by the global notification, I know I can take this Drake now. Because Lux is pushed in, my bottom lane is here. Okay, no, not. But still, I can take this. Or basically. Nice. And since I know Kha'Zix spent his time dying top side, I can also punish him with a little invade here, which will set him even further behind. Always do it if you can afford it and if it's safe, which would be the thing why you can afford it, because it's safe. Right, to get out, because I will get collapsed by the enemy bottom lane and Kha'Zix, and taking this wolf camp already is a pretty huge deal. It's 1 camp he can't take that I took from him, which results me getting actually not just the value from the camp itself, like let's say wolf camp is 100 gold worth, it's 100 gold that the other doesn't get, which results in 200 gold difference actually, so you increase the value by 2 times. And also taking the Drake before is a pretty huge deal. I want my next back at 1100 gold, because then I can afford Symbolic Enchantment. I'm not even bothering with the medium croc right now because I can just Q it anyway. And then I want to step in this brush, wait till the wave bounces back and get up a gank. Or maybe just because I was so close. And honestly, I got the movement speed with Nunu. So if the wave bounces back now, they make a little mistake, we can kill them for basically free. Like this. My binding is out, I can roll in. And Zyra just overextended. We already got the flash, so that's worth it. 115 gold to go. 15, not 15. Look at this guy. He's still one level behind. And he really wants to get spotted here. Yep, you can't clear this. No, you don't want to. Just scare him away. Oh man. Don't overextend here. Because I know the enemy is coming. It's a 4v4 right now. Lux is rotating as well. Or maybe she isn't, but honestly she has way more range than my Victor. But we will be the Victor in this game anyway. Kinda wasting my time on bottom side right now. I spent so much time there not clearing any single jungle camp. Well, it wasn't exactly wasted because I got the Zyra flash out. Let's secure this. Oh, okay. Nope. Alright, I take it. I first thought it was only the Malphite, so I went in. Then I saw Malphite and Kha'Zix trying to gang me. And well, Senna and Victor paid just so much attention, like they were absolutely on point there. And we ended up killing the Kha'Zix for free. Because he overextended. Which as an assassin is always fatal. Assassin. I could recall right now, but first I want to maybe get off this game. Okay. Then I could shove this wave in, but honestly this Jax wants his farm. And now I can recall. He still has this pink ward, so I don't need to ward it. This thing, of course, Mercury threats because Lux Zyra binding, and also Malphite's low with. No, that's it. The knockups don't count because you can see it in the tooltip. It reduces the duration of stuns, slows down, spear silences, blinds, polymorphs, and immobilizes by 30%. And sadly, knockups do not count towards this. And well, you see the Kha'Zix here. That's a free Drake. He can't rotate in time. Bottom lane is pushed in. Maybe the Lux. He does. That's a 2v1 after all. So this Drake isn't free. But if they do some stupid mistakes now like this, and now the Drake is free. We take those. I didn't get an assist on Zyra. Normally you get it because you set off the attack speed buff on one of your mates anyway. And afterwards, anything heals in like 20 seconds afterwards, get an assist for that. For free. Right, shove the bottom wave in and get the tower. Nice. Found my jungle. And the moment I spot Kha'Zix, I probably have to rotate to the side of the map where he is, because he still has the Herald up. And if he decides to drop it on the lane, I have to react immediately, and well, he can basically threaten with his presence, because where he is, he can also drop the Herald. And then I already need to go there this moment. Unless I got a really, well, a thing to do that's way more important, but Herald pressure is insane. So this doesn't happen all the time. Oh, that's that's too bad. There was basically no escape for her. Get some vision here. Look what I can take. Nothing? Okay. I want to keep my snowball and snowballs for actually escaping here. Basically like this. Because as I die to them, I can't afford that. If I go back now, I can afford a giant's bed or a chain vest along with a pink ward. Honestly, I don't need to. So I will stay in the jungle for now, while looking towards killing more guys. And making some plays. That's too bad. Not a lot we can do for her. Effort ult out. Pretty sure, because he isn't that fast. And we saw him on the map going zoom. I'm pretty sure he just used his ult. Certainly wanted to kill those Crocs first, but I have to react to my Jax getting pressured. Sometimes it feels really dumb to stick around in the jungle but like this, but if you aren't helping your teammates in those cases, you basically drop the camp and help your laner. I certainly want to finish this camp just in this moment, but if I do that, my laners usually end up dying, which is bad. So rather opt for the help on your mates. Which would have been mid lane right now and top lane, and at not top lane. It's close. Sarah can bind me. No, she can't. It's already out. But Lux can. So annoying. I can't reach them. And now the thing happened that I was talking about before. I have to react to the Herald being dropped at top side. Because if Jax just tries to step in and defend it, he might end up dying. So I have to be at top side. And it will also be a 2v2 now. So we can actually defend this properly. So this Herald basically ends up doing nothing. Alright. I can afford the recon now because I can buy a chain vest and a giant's bed and a control ward. I certainly take this after killing this Malphite that is trying to overextend here. Not on my watch, man. Come on. It hurts. I certainly would have wanted to not have this situation right now. But Smurfs baited us really well there. Oh, don't do this. Please no. Don't do a Drake without your jungle. You can move this. Nice. Because I certainly hated being behind this chat thing. Well, I could also move the chat, but if I have it in this position and not this position, I can actually see the information that I'm about to get. So I like it way more on this side of the screen than having it here to the side where I can't see anything. So if I see a flash being called here, I know that they don't have to flash up. Up my Jax. End up dying. That's a lot of movement speed. Well, it's ult and flash and he has an Nimbus cloak, so I shouldn't be too surprised here. Right, let's get Drake. Come on, ain't worth it. Plays like this. I certainly have the better secure. Come on guys, what are you doing? This hurts to watch. Stupid overextends. But like, maybe I would have needed to fight with my team, but taking the safe way would be so much better. So I'm talking about this all the time. If your team tries to do something and you aren't there with your team, you are at fault. Even if your move would be the smarter one from a macro perspective, but the higher priority is always being with your team. So if I'm alone doing the right macro thing, which would be taking Drake, but my whole team is trying to push a lane and I end up dying at Drake because, well, I'm alone and end up giving Drake, I'm at fault there. Oh man, oh. Those souls look so weird on the Senna skin. By the way, that's a really late Deadman's Blade. We aren't grouped. We can't afford those fights. Well, if we get a pick like this, it's absolutely worth it, but still. You can basically play around man advantage all the time, which is way more safe. Sweating. Like, I'm sitting in a sweater at temperature around 14 degrees in my flat and it's really hot in here for some reason. It's only 14 degrees, so or something like 14 to 20. Still, it's not exactly hot, and taking a sweater is really not bad. So I'm sweating so much. It's disgusting. Maybe it's just all the pressure and excitement that I get while playing League. In minutes, and we do want this Infernal Soul. Will be huge. Oh, I'm too fast. I've had enough. Snowball, take this one. Don't let him have free vision, and if we go there we overextend. By the way guys, my chat is not really this calm. I just mute the chat with this really good option here. You should try it out as well. If you struggle to stay calm in your matches because your team is insulting you and calling bad names just because you did one single mistake, just mute the chat. Boring. Oh no, he slowed me. 30 seconds to Drake. Kha'Zix without ultimate for that time, so that's good. I take it. Right, we... No... Whatever. You can't kill me, man. You can certainly annoy me, but you can't kill me. I want to break. For 2. For now. Don't start the Drake like this. So bad. Gives them the advantage. Because we got Drake aggro, which is all the damage that you don't need to take in such situations. And we end up losing the fight. Who would have known? That's why you shouldn't start Drake in such situations. And it's also something I can't influence stall. Oh, of course. Because there's no button to only hit wards. I can't attack this ward without attacking the red buff. Come on. Pretty sure we do outscale them. We got the Jax, for example. That certainly will outscale the Malphite. And, well, Senna. Infinite stacking. I'm not too concerned about all late game. But I do not want to give them another Inferno Trick for free. But you look at this. That's a kill. Right, that's another kill, I guess. Cancel a W and hit this guy. I can just ult him down. Even with really short channel of mode. Right, this Drake should be ours. We got 3 mana of them down. And my secure on Baron is a lot safer than Kha'Zix secure. So if I do this, he can't do anything. Like, he can jump in and threaten it, but my secure starts at currently 1800 something. Because I got a smite of 850 along with 980 Q damage. Which would result in 1830. So, securing an objective with Nunu is super safe. And we ended up killing both of them. We can go out. I want to emit this pressure. Wasn't paying attention because I wanted to do a meme face. Well, went better than expected, to be honest, because I certainly felt my Jax would just die. And well, while we did end up getting 2 kills, we also lost 2 guys of us. What is this sparkle, by the way? I get it lately when I'm dying to, I don't know, is it the pajama skins? Whatever. I can buy some items. do I need here? Might be good to... Yeah, let's go for an Abyssal Mask here. Because my Jax and Victor deal a lot of magic damage. And I certainly need more magic resistance against Lux, Zyra and Malphite. So if I opt for a magic resistance item while boosting my team's stats, should be a good decision. It also grants me 10% CDR, which is a stat that doesn't really come to tanks with their usual itemization. Oh look, there's a guy that wants to die. Goodbye. Right. Could just finish, to be honest. Okay, now we can't. And Senna is overextending right now. Taking the Drake is absolutely the safest decision, but I somehow think we could have finished this game already after winning this fight. No, we couldn't because we didn't have the mid wave in. So close. Right, let's get this inhibitor. We're so strong right now. They can't really do anything to us right now because we have this incredibly huge Inferno right now. And we also should be getting bottom lane as well now. Come on. I can take this. Right, take it. I take all this damage, I don't care. I'm so far ahead, they can't do anything to me right now. And he ended up cursing himself and died afterwards. Yeah, I doubt that this will happen right now. Chip damage on the tower. Watch how my team almost dies. And this means we have to recall. I need to cover for them. Kinda a big move there. But I really wanted to kill this Kha'Zix. Oh. 300 gold. Or like 400. Boring. But let's get this Malphite. Look at this move. It makes the turn so tight. Got his flash. And I do think taking this flash was worth it. This, however, is not worth it. Alright, my Senna support, but still, she gets way more value out of getting farm. Lux hurts. Oh, she hurts. Oh, she's actually somewhat fat. So why don't we just take the... I can't queue this. If I do, I end up taking it, alright. We can't brute force our way in there, so taking the Baron would be a safe choice. And after we took Baron, we can probably finish the game. Pretty safe. But let's focus for a second here. Oh. Some more damage that I didn't expect. But it's fine. Still, no, I can still secure at way higher healths than Kha'Zix. Or at least I think so. I do think Kha'Zix can actually secure it something like 1500 or something. because his isolated Q just did so much damage. But still, I got 2 damage there, and Baron has huge resistances. Really should be pushing top lane. With creep. This tower is gone. Alright, that's GG. Pretty sure. It's only Kha'Zix and Lux left, and they can fight 2v5. So, yep. I'm kinda mad about the Inferno Drake that we dropped. It cost us like 7 minutes, I think. But the game ended up being pretty safe, and I enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it as well, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.